What's happening, everybody? This is going to be a continuation video from my beginner's gym guide, as well as the push day that I recorded right after that. What I'm going to be doing in these videos is giving you a push day, a pull day, and a leg day. So since we've already done the push day, today's going to be the pull day, and I will try to get the leg day out sometime within the next couple weeks. Now, unfortunately, I am alone. Maria is not here for this video to help me record, so I do apologize if some of the camera angles are terrible. So if you have not seen the beginner's gym guide or the push day, definitely go check those out before watching this one, because it will answer many of the questions you may have in this video. As I said, we're gonna go do a pull day. In pull day, we're gonna be working our back, our traps, and our biceps. So I have a routine. I'm gonna go ahead and put the routine up on the screen now. I'm gonna go ahead and head inside to warm up, and I'm pretty much gonna do the same thing that I did in the last video. I'm gonna walk on the treadmill for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go do a couple light sets. So I'm gonna start this one off directly into the first exercise. As you saw in the routine, I have some spots where I put a certain exercise slash and then a different exercise. The reason that I put that is for a couple reasons. Number one, let's take for example the wide grip pull down or the pull-ups. If you absolutely cannot do a pull-up at all, or you can't even do one with an assisted band or on the assistant pull-up machine, and you'd much rather do a wide grip like pull down because you feel it more in your back, then absolutely go for it. But another reason that I put these slashes in there is because I want you guys to feel free to change up this routine to not only fit what your gym has, but maybe to fit what you like to do or what you feel more. For an example, if you absolutely do not like, let's say, one-arm dumbbell rows, then feel free to, instead of doing one-arm dumbbell rows, to put in bent-over barbell rows. And because I told you guys about doing push-pull legs, and then one off day, that's 6 times a week, you could do one-arm dumbbell rows the first time, and then you could do the bent-over barbell row the second time in the week. Also, keep in mind that if you do not have time to go, let's say 6 times a week to do this push-pull legs, then what you could do is do an upper body, lower body, have an off day, and then do push-pull legs. That's 5 times a week. So you could take stuff from the push day and the pull day and just make an upper body day. It's up to you guys, it's what you have time for, and it's what you're able to do. Before I show you how to do the wide grip lat pull down, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you how to do a pull-up correctly. When you are doing the pull-up, you want to pretend like you are bringing your elbows into your sides. Your chest is going to be up, and you're going to be pulling yourself up above the bar with your chin over the bar. You don't want to be kicking your legs up to get yourself above the bar. You don't want to be swinging, and you want to control yourself on the way down. Don't just let yourself drop down instantly. You want to control from the bottom to the top, and you want to have your arms all the way straight at the bottom and pulling all the way up to the top, getting a full contraction and a full range of motion. Now, I did talk about variations and things that can help you do the pull-up better in the beginner's gym guide, so definitely go check that out. It'll help you a lot with learning the pull-up. The next exercise we're going to do is going to be the wide grip lat pull down. Now, as you can see, I have this attachment on the bar, and your gym's probably going to have several different ones. Some of them also look like this one here. As long as it's a straight bar that you can get a nice wide grip on, you're good to go. Now again, I know this is gonna be quite the repetitive thing to say, but it's one of those things that I just see so many people in the gym do incorrectly, and that is using momentum. So on this, once again, we are not going to be moving our entire body in order to get the weight down to our chest. We are gonna be staying still with a slight bend in our back. When you go to grab the bar, you don't have to grab each entire end of the bar. I like to grab right in the crease of it. So I grab right about here, right on the outside of that crease, and that's where I feel it best. You need to play around with it and feel where you feel it best in your lats. Now, that's another thing I wanted to talk about that I didn't talk about in the past few videos, is mind-muscle connection. It will take quite a while for you to get used to feeling the muscle that you're feeling, and that's fine. It took me a long time too. But when you're doing these exercises, try your best to think about the muscle that you're trying to work and try to feel it. Don't just go through the motion and just pull like you see I'm pulling. Actually try to feel the muscle that you are trying to feel. We are not going to be rocking with our back trying to get the weight down to our chest. And when you pull down, you actually want to think like you're pulling through your elbows and that your hands are just hooks around the bar. Your chest needs to be up, and you need to maintain that slight bend in your back, that slight lean backwards, and once again staying in control of the weight. When you pull the weight down and the weight's about to go back up, you do not want to just let the weight fly up there and then bounce it right back down. Stay in control the entire time. Next, we're gonna have the reverse grip lat pull down. You're gonna be on the same machine, but this time your hands are gonna be facing the opposite direction. What you wanna do is put your hands down by your side and naturally lift them up until your hands hit the bar. This is gonna make it to where you have a nice shoulder width underhand grip. Once again, you're gonna be leaning back slightly. Do not use momentum. Chest is going to be up and you're gonna be bringing the bar down to your chest. Again, try to pull with your elbows. You don't want to be thinking about when you're doing these that you're trying to pull with your biceps or you're trying to pull with your hands. Just envision that your hands are hooks and you're pulling through with your elbows to the ground. It's going to help you much more feel the exercise in your back. This next exercise, I've seen it called many different things, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to call it standing cable straight arm lat pullover. Now I know that sounds a lot more intense than the exercise really is. So what you want to do is you want to grab the bar, take a couple steps back, put a bend at your waist while retaining a straight back. You can have a slight bend in your knees and your arms need to be straight, and if they do have any bend, it just needs to be a very slight bend in the elbows. Once again, you want to envision yourself pulling your elbows towards your body. You're going to be pulling the bar down into your body towards your waist. Once again, stay in control, have your chest up, your shoulders back. Don't use any momentum. Don't bend at your waist to try to get the weight down into you. There's a few different attachments that you can use for this exercise. My favorite one is definitely going to be the easy curl bar right here. You can use a straight bar, but I just like how this one has this part in it right here. That way it can pull down into your body much easier. I want to try to make this video a little bit quicker than the other one, so I'm trying to really just get the information you need out to you, as well as I think my battery is about to die, so I'm really trying to get through it all. But this next exercise is gonna be the seated cable row. I like to use this attachment here. It's the metal V. What you're gonna wanna be doing with this is you can have a slight bend in your waist, nothing crazy, but you wanna be pulling the weight towards your belly button. Once again, your chest is going to be up and your shoulders will be back. Do not rock forward and backwards just to get the weight over to you. Stay in control, let the weight ease its way back, and pull it through towards your belly button, trying to feel the exercise in your back while you're doing it. Next, we're gonna have the one arm dumbbell row. So go ahead, grab yourself a bench and place one leg on it with the other one out to the side to brace yourself. You wanna let your arm fully extend to the bottom, keep your back straight, bring the weight towards your mid body with your dumbbell scraping to your side. You wanna keep your elbows close to your body on this one. Again, you'll be pulling with your elbow. Try to bring your elbow up into the roof and focus on pulling with your back, not your arm or your bicep. We're almost done, Mr. Camera. Don't die. Next, we're gonna have shrugs. Now, there's several different ways to do shrugs, and I'll show you all three of those. The first one I'm gonna show you is how to do it with dumbbells. I like to, before I start, kind of stand and then rotate my shoulders backwards to where it's in the correct position for me. Just let your neck be comfortable. Stand up straight, brace your core, have the dumbbells down at your side, let your neck relax, let your chin fall, and then shrug the weight up, feeling it in your traps. You want to do like an I don't know kind of motion, you know, like how people go, I don't know. Another thing you could do is slightly bend forward a little bit with the weight out in front of you and then shrug up that way. A lot of people feel it better like that. Just make sure you're bracing your core. You don't want to cause any back injury. Just make sure your back is straight and you're just slightly bent over with the weight in front of you pulling upwards. The next variation I'm going to show you is going to be doing shrugs with a barbell. Now, I really like doing it with a barbell if I want to load up a lot of weight and really do heavy shrugs. So that's what I'm going to show you here. It's going to be pretty similar to the dumbbells. Bring the weight up and do another I don't know kind of motion. I don't know how else to describe that. The last variation I want to show you is actually going to be here on the Smith machine. You can do it just like you did with the barbell with the weight out in front of you and you lifting up with the bar in front of you. However, the one that I want to show you is actually with the bar behind you. Once again, brace your core and do the I don't know motion. Lastly, we have curls. Now, there are so many different types of variation with curls. You could use the easy curl bars, you could use straight bars. The two that I'm going to show you are going to both be with dumbbell, but this is where I want you guys to go out and experiment and find things that you like to do. Some of you may like a straight bar more or an easy curl bar more, or you could do different types every time you come and do bicep curls. You could do an extra set on top of these two sets with an easy curl bar. Go around and explore, experiment, find things you like, and find things that you feel work best for you, because some exercises are going to work better for one person while the other person's body is built differently, and that other exercise is going to work better for them. Biggest thing to remember when you are doing bicep curls of any variation is to keep your elbows in place. What you want to avoid is this right here. You don't want to be rocking your arms upwards and your elbows coming out in front of you. Your elbow needs to be down at your side and just this movement here, fully contracting at the bicep. Another thing is when you're at the bottom of the exercise, you want to flex your tricep to get a full range of motion all the way to the bottom and all the way to the top. Keep your wrist straight. A lot of people get forearm pain. That's usually because your wrist is bent when you're doing the exercise. If you're coming up and your wrist is bent like this, you don't want that. You want your wrist to be straight. Now I'm gonna show you guys hammer curls and supinated curls. Both of these exercises are, if this dude does not stop singing, can you guys hear him sing? So once again, your elbows are gonna be staying in place. Now he's on his phone and my battery's about to die.
In every single way, that was just everything I hated. I have no idea what that was. I couldn't understand a word. There was absolutely nothing redeeming in it other than the fact that we stopped it early.
I guess the gym turned into American Idol because that guy would not stop singing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this off with a voiceover. And really all a hammer curl is just how you're holding the dumbbell. You can see me holding it like this with my palms facing my body. You want to be getting a full range of motion, the arm going all the way down and coming all the way up and squeezing your bicep. Then when you're doing the supinated curl, you're actually gonna be turning your hands, keeping your wrist straight and bringing your pinky into your delt. You wanna bring your pinky as close to your delt with your wrist staying straight as you can, flexing your bicep, keeping your elbow in place, and then doing that over and over and over. So my camera died as soon as I was about to do the outro over at the gym, so I decided just to come home, take a shower, and do the outro over here. But pretty much if you guys made it all the way to the end of that video, please do me a favor, take 2 seconds, go on down, drop a like, and let me know some feedback in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about these routine videos, these workout videos. It's difficult for me to make these if I don't have someone to help me film, but I said I would release this pull day and leg day, and I will get the leg day out as soon as I can. I just have to make sure that I have a full free day in order to go and film and do all this over at the gym. And I try to avoid the late afternoons because it is insanely busy over there. And I'm gonna mention this again, if you guys have any questions on weight loss whatsoever, please be sure to check out my weight loss playlist that I made. It's about 11 or 12 of my videos that answer just about any question that you could ask me about weight loss. I made this playlist because of how difficult it is for me to respond to all the messages that I get every single day, every single hour across all my social media. It's just impossible for me to respond to everyone, but I really do want to help you guys out and help you reach your goals. So check out that playlist if you have not seen it yet, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.